Welcome to BIFR BC Round 10 here in the Tri-State World Speedway. It's one of the longer tracks in this calendar as we have a total of 23 turns and two very long DRS straights. Joined with me in the commentary box is O.
Yep, thank you
Hello,
very
O. How are you
much.
doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for inviting me. It's such a long time since I last commentated a race. I think that was back in IFRBC Season 4. So yeah, I'm excited to look for some feisty action here in today's qualifying and sprint.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you joined with us here. We always appreciate our guest commentators. So, how much do you really know of the season so far?
I just been invited by, I think it was the founder, Nuclear, few days ago. So I haven't been up to the news yet, but I see that one of the drivers caught my eye. I think that was Spectra from Mercedes, who has been dominating the entire season. So I assume he's going to be like the Max Verstappen here in this league, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You summed it up brilliantly. He is essentially dominating this whole race, and Leonard, which is the season two champion, has just been barely keeping up. And I think if Spectre gets like one more win this weekend, I think it's set in stone that he is going to be the drivers' champion for season three of BIFR.
So would you say that the fight for second place tight, or do you think that um, Leonard has it in the bag for second place in the
I think
championship?
Leonard might have this in the bag. I mean, he's been consistent, unlike a lot of other drivers. He's been very consistent, and so right now we have Spectre with 265 points in the lead, with an 83 point lead to Leonard. Leonard has 182 points, and the P3 position, which goes to the second Ferrari driver, only has 114. So I think the P2 spot is definitely going to be Leonard's.
All right, thank you for bringing me up to speed. So let's focus on the qualifying action, shall we? As we can see, I think that's Perez in the Aston Martin. Overcooked the white line, I think.
Uh,
I think that was
so
Spectre
I
for a
think it's
moment.
like,
Yeah, trying to
yeah,
challenge the
we
white
have
line.
around 2 more minutes before the qualifying starts. Why don't we go over the teams then? We have Mercedes with 311 points, the majority of them by Spectre, so that is in the lead. And Ferrari is with 260 points behind. Um, I think with Spectre's consistency and the inconsistency of the second Ferrari driver, I think Mercedes has this in the bag.
So it looks like Spectra is the only one in the Mercedes. Where is his teammate?
Uh, that's a good question. I believe his teammate Mikey isn't actually here, I think.
So it's a one-man job for Mercedes then. It's all up to Spectre.
Yeah, if Sector crashes out here, performs badly, Leonard and Chaotic, they might be able to capitalize this hugely. I think Spectre, even if he DNFs here, will still have the championship on one hand, but the Constructors' Championship might be going to Ferrari if they can get a 1-2 here.
I see
Oh,
Mikey
I take
here.
that back because I see Mikey. Mikey is here now.
There he is. So he has lined up with the rest of the drivers.
But you know who isn't here? Leonard. Where's Leonard?
You're right. Where is the challenger? He's not
The
here.
number one challenger for Spectre is missing.
There's only one Ferrari driver. That's Chaotix. Ah, okay. So according to Chaotic, Leonard is going to join later.
All right, so maybe he's gonna skip qualifying, but that means he's gonna be starting from the pit lane, which is just gonna make his job much, much harder. As we have just around 5 seconds to qualifying start, and it is green flag as the drivers make their way out of the pit lane to start their out laps. So drivers are going to be looking for the times of around 136 to 137 if they're going to be wanting a good position. Anything after that, definitely going to be a lot behind us. We have, oh, never mind. I thought for a second we had three Red Bull drivers, but one of them left.
So it looks like there are two Red Bull drivers. Balance is restored. So it looks like the two Mercedes is ahead of the two Mercedes driver, but it looks like Mikey and one of the Red Bull drivers, I think that's Woven Cake. No, sorry, that's War Thunder. Oh, what happened to Spectra? Something happened.
Did something happen?
Looks like he's giving the place to his teammate as well as War Thunder. So start the qualifying first. Is there any slipstream advantage here? Is there any bugs? Is there any nerfs recently in the update according for the slipstream?
I highly doubt it. I don't think so.
So it's going to be the same then. Slipstream is going to be a little bit effective here in this game based on my experience few seasons ago. So I think Spectre is going to make the most out of it. It's going to be interesting to see because Chaotix is right behind his tail.
I'll see who's going to be the first one to start their flying lap.
Oh, Mikey just suddenly stopped. So,
Mikey could be trying to get a pull away from the rest of the field. I mean, let the field
oh,
pull away from him so that he doesn't have traffic.
yep. And for a moment there, War Thunder had a moment at the first corner. He's abandoning his qualifying lap.
I saw Samek as well facing a lot of bumps here, so it looks like the same issue we had with Qatar, which was supposed to be this round, might be here as well.
Shall we go on board with Spectre in the Mercedes? As we can see here, he is getting the purple sector 1, setting the standard fastest lap here, sector by sector. Oh, Spectre had the moment going on the grass. Or is that intentional? Let's find out. Can he? Oh, a little
Oh,
bit
he
of
has a bit of a
drift.
moment there. He takes too much curve.
Is this a moment for him where he threw away the lap? Oh, he did it again. He's wrangling the Mercedes under control here. All eyes on the leaderboard. It's another purple sector 2, but Chaotix get the purple sector 2 right behind him.
Bob, I don't think you started the stream. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yep,
I didn't. It says I
unfortunately.
started
Ah,
it.
okay.
Oh.
Wait. Okay, continue commentating. Oh.
Alright, thank you. So as we can see here,
Well-
Spectre now into the final chicane. Let's see what he can get. He gets a 137. And Chaotix immediately takes it away with a 136. Super Joseph in the Audi taking 139, takes 4th position for now. Perez in the Aston Martin who had to settle for 3rd with a 1 minute and 38. So I think what Spectre right now wants to do right now is that he wants to go into the pit to get a new set of soft tires, as well to do some little bit change on the setup, because as you can see there, he is off by just 3. I think that was 3. No, that's not 300 milliseconds. And here is Leonard in the Ferrari, finally joining in the qualifying pack. This is going to be exciting to see who is going to be the more dominant Ferrari driver in today's qualifying session. So here comes Spectre to do another lap. Currently in his out lap. And so is Perez also joining in the pits for a new set of softs. I'm trying to see in the leaderboard who is able to improve the lap time. But so far it's Leonard, but he is currently in the out lap, so his time doesn't count for now. Meanwhile, it looks like there are drama in the Roblox chat. V6 is being non-compliant here. I think... oh! We have a third Red Bull driver back! V6 is somehow driving for the Red Bull as a third driver?
I don't think V6 is even signed, so I have no idea what this is.
ATG, the FIA, is commanding V6 to stop right now and reset his car, but V6 is simply not complying with that. I wonder how would the FIA normally react to this.
As we see Alex, the Williams or the Mercedes driver, wait, no, I don't know. I think he's in Alpine Academy, or is he signed for Williams? I'm not sure, but he's crashed. He's
Oh!
stranded by the side of the track.
Oh, that is so sad. Is this his debut session? If so, then that is
I
so
think,
sad.
yeah, I think this is his debut for the
For the Williams,
for
right?
Williams. Yeah, this is gonna be his debut race for the Williams. He did drive a bit before because he was an academy driver, but oh man, that is unfortunate. As right now on provisional pole, we have Chaotic with the 136.9. Spectre with a yellow first sector. I'm not sure if this is his outlap or...
Meanwhile, I think we should be focusing on Leonard. Driver number 1 here is setting his hot lap right now as we speak.
He goes green first sector. Is he going to be able to contend for this pole position? Or what's going to happen? As V6 gets kicked.
Yep, V6 for not complying with the FIA being the third Red Bull driver has been kicked.
And Wolven, the Red Bull driver, is under investigation for resetting outside of the pit lane as Leonard goes green second sector as well. He's going to have to set a very good last sector if he wants to contend for this pole position. He crosses the line. What's it going to be? It's only a 141.1 that puts him in P8.
Oh, that's very slow. As you can see right now, Spectre crossing the line. Can he make pole position? Yes, he can!
He does it with a 136.2. He went purple last two sectors, yellow first sector, but purple last two sectors.
Chaotix has been dethroned hard by the Mercedes. And Spectra, once again, proving he is the dominant force here in Block's Ion Formula Racing.
He is currently on provisional pole by a whole around like 8 whole tenths here. Or 7 whole tenths, I mean.
Now I can see why he is the championship leader. Look at the gap between him and Chaotic. It's so big. 700 milliseconds.
And let's take a look at the rest of the field. From P2 to P3 is also quite a big gap with the 136.9 by Chaotic and only a 138.1 for Perez.
Leonard crashed into the barrier.
Oh, this is not good for Ferrari.
Wait, I think he
They have one
recovered the
of their
car.
drivers on the front row, but he can still drive. He is still able to drive. But that car seems to be very slippery right now. He's probably going to have to come in.
I saw a huge crash just now. It's a miracle his car is still functioning.
He definitely got slightly lucky there, but still unfortunate. He still does not have a really good lap yet. As he hits the wall one more time, his car is still fine.
Leonard in the cockpit must be really unhappy with his car.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now for Leonard. As you can just see, he's sliding. Even when he comes into the pit lane, he almost hits that wall. He's managing to just barely keep this under control.
And yup, he is resetting his car. That's, yup, he's just saying this car is not drivable. I'm gonna try a new setup, try again, get a better position.
Yep. As he comes out now, hopefully doing a bit better this time around.
He
As
needs to
right
do
now the
better
grid
because he has a
is
lot of
looking,
expectations as the main
yeah,
Ferrari driver.
yep, he does, and he's going to be wanting to keep his P2 position and prove that he is the first driver. Though I believe Ferrari did extend his contract for another 2 whole seasons a while back. So I think even if he does bad this race, his position as number one driver will still be secure. As we let's go through the grid right now with Spectre on provisional pole position with just around 3 minutes left of qualifying. Chaotic, the second Ferrari driver, is in P2, followed by Perez, the Aston Martin driver, in P3. Jaden, the AlphaTauri driver, driving his best qualifying results so far. As he
Oh!
takes a bump, he almost flips the car, but he's sat in P4 right now. Joseph, the Audi driver, also doing one of his better qualifying results, sat in P5. Unfortunately for him, it's 2 yellow sectors there.
Nope, no
As
improvement.
Mikey, the
Oh, Super
second
Joseph!
Mercedes. Oh,
He had a moment there, and so is Jaden!
oh, and Jaden as well.
Both cars flipping at the first corner. So it looks like Leonard isn't the only one struggling in this track. Jaden, as well as Joseph, were also
And
struggling.
Jaden's out. Jaden is out.
Oh!
He's out. His car is stranded there. He is sat in P4 right now, luckily, but will anybody be able to improve? He has no more opportunities to improve. So will he be able to keep this P4 position?
Unable to improve at all. 139. He could lose a place or two.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing many green sectors here. We just have 2 minutes of qualifying left. As we have Mikey, he comes into the pit lane, the second Mercedes driver, a stark contrast to his teammate with a 140, almost 4 whole seconds off his teammate, followed by the second Audi driver, SF, in P7, Leonard in P8. He's going to be looking to improve, but he's just unable to do so right now. He's only set one lap, and he's not improved on that. Jamal, the McLaren driver, he was having brilliant pace getting podiums, but now he's sat in P9 right now. And Samek, he's in P10. Mads is quite a surprise to me. I mean, he was contending with Spectre when he joined this league, which was after the midseason break, I believe. He was contending with Spectre for the race wins, and now he's sat in P11. So clearly, we have problems with this track now.
I was one moment looking for who is Mads. Ah, okay, War Thunder Mads. Until you mentioned P11, I was like, who is this guy? Mads? Oh, okay, War Thunder. Yeah, I'm not familiar with some of the drivers here, so please forgive me about that. I'll try my best to remember
Yeah, don't
every one
worry
of
about
you.
it. So right now I see no changes in the grid. Leonard actually goes okay. Leonard goes green second sector, and Jamal improves all the way to P4. He takes that P4 position from Jaden. This is the pace I was expecting from Jamal.
All eyes
How
on
about
Leonard.
Leonard? He as he approaches the line, what's he gonna do?
And Leonard
He
goes!
improves to P7. It's only one position, unfortunately, but it is a
Oh,
decent improvement.
he has been beaten hard by his teammate. And whoa, War Thunder out of nowhere getting second place!
Oh, this is what I expected from the man who's been fighting for the race win with Spectre with a 136.95, just barely taking the P2 position from Chaotic.
Where did he came from? He was from P11!
He doesn't
Wow!
even have any purple sectors. But Spectre right now still on provisional pole, and that's qualifying finished as the time at least finished, so drivers can only uh they have only one more lap to set. Will Chaotic be able to improve? He has two yellow sectors, but not by that much of a margin. He does go a bit. Oh, he puts one tire into the grass there as he crosses the line. Is he going to be able to contend for this pole position? He doesn't. It's still not improvement. Even though he gets a purple last sector, he's still in P3 now. As Lars also crosses the line, he's in P10 right now. As Wolvin and Perez resetting outside the pit lane is going to be investigated after the race. That's what the message we get from the FIA is.
You know, one thing I like about Ion Formula Racing, that unlike the real Formula One, over here, is the driver skill that matters. As you can see in the leaderboard, you don't see the car's
And Leo, oh
performance.
my God,
Oh,
what was that?
Leon!
Leon improves to P6 and
But
then goes flying.
he cannot do the in lap anymore. He crashed right after setting his lap. So is he valid?
He
It's
did.
fine.
We had. It's fine. The FIA says it's fine. That's Leon's best qualifying result so
Damn!
far. P6.
Leon, get in there, mate. The Alex Albon in
Absolute.
Pro Racing.
What a legend.
Bringing the Williams out of nowhere. Very impressive stuff. Really, really good performance we see here in this qualifying. I'm so excited to see the sprint race coming soon.
Well, it's coming right now. As let's go through the grid on P1 pole position. Once again, we see Spectre with a 136.2, followed by War Thunder or Mads with a 136.9. Then there's P3 Chaotic, P4 Perez, P5 Jamal, P6 Leon, P7 Jaden. Unfortunate for Jaden after that crash, he couldn't improve. P8 is Joseph, P9 is Leonard. Very surprising for the Ferrari driver. Then it's Mikey in P10, Lars in P11 or Wilvin, SF in P12, Samek P13, Alex in P14, and that is our grid. As the 5 red lights go on for the formation lap.
Ah, interesting. So you guys still keep the formation lap, it seems.
Yeah, we do have the formation lap here.
Uh-oh. I'm looking at the Roblox chat here. It looks like Leon has forgot to set the fuel.
Yeah, he's going to be starting with 90 fuel. That's way too much for a sprint race. That's unfortunate. After such a good qualifying, it doesn't look like the race is going to be good after setting that fuel to 90 on accident there.
Ooh, very interesting fuel from Alex. You can see here only has 45. Whereas others like Perez, he has 60 plus.
So is Alex about to set like about to set absolute like god tier fuel strategy, or is this a huge mistake?
Only time will tell.
So do all the drivers know their grid position?
Now I know why you guys have to do formation lap. I forgot. Some of you guys have to start from the pit lane. Is that
Yeah.
true? Yeah.
Yeah, I
forgot.
believe anybody who hasn't been able to set a lap will be starting from the pit position.
So that makes sense.
As the formation lap is coming to a close here as we go through the second DRS zone. Of course, this track has the oval counterpart, but this is the road course for the Tri-State Speedway. Combination of the oval and multiple different
Something happened to
quite
Leon.
hard turns.
Dirk Chocolate is instructing Leon to stop at the track. Why? Stop on track is a disqualify.
Yeah, no, obviously it is. I mean, They're not supposed to really like wait for the drivers to finish their formation lap. They just have to.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. If they decided not to wait, Leon can have
He's
the
going
advantage
very
to.
slowly. That's what he's trying to waste his fuel.
Ah! Oh! Okay.
But I mean, that's not very. That's the FIA is not as there now grid checks going on. I'm gonna repeat the qualifying results. So you can just find this.
Go ahead.
Where is it? Here it is. So on pole position is Spectre, followed by War Thunder, Chaotic, Perez, Jamal, Leon, Jaden, Joseph, Leonard, Mikey, Lars, SF, Samick, and Alex. That's the top 14 drivers. Anybody who is racing here and hasn't been called out, you will be starting in the pit lane. Two red lights, three red lights, four red lights, five red lights, and we're underway. It's a slow start for Spectre, as I believe War Thunder gets the jump on him there, but no, Spectre keeps a very inside line coming onto the oval part of this track, and he takes that lead back. He is currently in he is currently in the lead, and there's a four-way battle for P2 right now. As Mads is getting swallowed by this huge just group of cars. You can see Jaden, Chaotic, Perez, Jamal, all of these drivers are trying to get the podium position as the right now on this first part of the first lap of the race. It's a very packed field right now. I have numerous cars fighting for this P3 and P2 position, and right now it's Chaotic that has it on the leaderboard, but it is hard to tell who actually has it as there's like 4 or 5 cars fighting for this.
As we can see right now, War Thunder has messed up his racing line here. He has pole position and one more
Jaden
red
goes a bit
light.
off track there. Chaotic also goes off track onto the grass. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. As Spectre, oh, I just saw someone go completely off. That's Mads. Mads went completely off into the gravel track. He rejoins the position. He rejoins the tracks and loses a lot of position. Now he's sat behind the second Mercedes driver, Mikey. As Spectre is now under attack by the Alpha Tauri of Jaden. Jaden, this is impressive performance, but Perez also, it's a three-way battle for P1 right now, with Chaotic following behind. I thought I was going to say Spectre managed to pull away from this chaos, but no, he has not. As Chaotic goes onto the gravel, he almost loses the car. He keeps it steady, he keeps it on the track, but he almost loses it. Almost spinning out there as Jaden and Perez are all fighting for this P1 position, trying to take it away from Spectre. As Jaden gets ahead onto this DRS zone, he is leading the race. I think this might be the first time of this season where Jaden is leading the race here.
Yep, looks like Jaden has a really good last lap. But as we can see here, the battle is not over yet, and Spectre retakes the lead on the race.
So Perez is still falling close behind, and so is Chaotic. And then they're followed by, well, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 cars, all for this P4 position. And then this group is followed by Leon in P9. He is not driving very well. I mean, obviously, yeah, he's overfueled like crazy.
77
as
liters.
Jaden is unable to take that lead back.
Oh, Jamal has the moment, and he gave the position to Leon. Jamal is under
Did I just see
pressure.
a car go flying there?
He's under
Yeah,
pressure
that's
from the
Lars.
Audi.
Lars is into the barrier. Is he out? I can't see if he's out or not from this. I think he's out. That's a crash for Lars. No safety car because he's definitely off track there. I saw his car just go flying into the background. So no safety car. That's another DNF for the Red Bull team. They have been having so many DNFs this season.
Oh, F in the chat for Red Bull fans here. Looks like War Thunder is going to be single man now for the team.
as Jaden is facing a few bumps and losing a lot of time to Perez behind and unable to retake that lead that he once had. A very short moment, but he did have it. Oh, I take that back. He took the lead. I didn't even see that. He must have gotten through the DRS, but he goes a bit wide there, and Spectre is now back on him.
The battle for the lead is still exciting between the AlphaTauri and the Mercedes. Jaden looks like he has the stronger advantage at the first corner and the first sector, but when it comes to the inner part of the track, the Mercedes shine.
Yeah, that's true. He's benefiting off of those huge DRS zones that this track does have. And I think as long as he can stick behind Spectre for the second sector, he can get him in the third or first sector. As Spectre faces a bump and he loses the lead, Spectre has slightly more fuel, so then he did take a bump, so now Jaden is in the lead once again. If Spectre takes another bump, his rear end steps out there for a second, and now Chaotic is trying to attack him. Perez, who was once fighting for the lead, has fallen back by a lot. And Jaden is with the lowest amount of fuel between this whole car, these four cars here. So either he's doing brilliant fuel strategy or
Perez?
he's going to start having to fuel save.
It looks like Perez has the moment there. I think Perez is losing pace. Look,
Yeah,
that's
Perez
War
is.
Thunder.
He has fallen behind so much, and that's War Thunder now catching up to him. And War Thunder is bringing Mikey alongside.
Oh, that's
As
an
now
awful
Chaotic
racing line.
all of a sudden takes the lead off the race from Jaden, but he takes few too many bumps there. He's just trying his best to keep the car steady, and he just barely manages it. He had one hand on the P1 position there, but he has lost it all due to the many bumps on this track, due to Ion being Ion. As now Spectre has the lead once again, followed by War Thunder.
War
Now
Thunder has already
he's
overtaken
P4
Perez.
As Chaotic has the fastest lap right now with a 142.2.
So as we can see here right now, we are on the inside part of the track. It's a fierce battle for the lead between the AlphaTauri and Mercedes once again. So, can Spectra make up for his mistake in the last lap and retake the lead? Yes, he can. He overtakes Jaden for the lead of the race.
Will Jaden be able to have this podium position? Will he be able to fight for the lead? Or is he going to stay in P2? Or is he going to stay in P3? Let's see how this race develops. He goes wide! Jaden goes wide! He almost loses it! No! He drops down to P3 now! He had one tire on the grass, and he almost loses the rear end, obviously, because of the huge amount of grip loss there. But he is just barely keeping up with Chaotic there. He hasn't lost way too much time. Obviously, he's lost a lot, but he's still in the podium position, and I believe he's in contention for P2 if he can just close that gap up, because he does have DRS.
Something happened to Spectra. He's losing pace.
Something did. He's in P2 right now.
Chaotix takes the lead of the race.
Jaden goes off track once again. Chaotic is leading the race.
Oh, what a turn of events! Chaotix out of nowhere making a double overtake in one lap. The Ferrari is taking the lead of the race and the Ferrari fans are screaming.
And as that happens, Leonard gets past Jamal as well. Or, oh, never mind, Jamal gets back at him. We see Leonard, Alex, I believe that's Alex, or is that Leon? That's Leon, I think. Leon, Leonard, and Jamal all fighting for P6 right now. Perez really losing pace here as he falls behind Mads
All
as well.
attention on Spectre and Chaotix as well. As you can see, Spectre trying to make pressure on the Ferrari driver. But it could
As
be...
we have a new car entering this battle, it's Mads. He's closed down the gap and is now... We have a four-way battle for the podium positions and P1. Chaotic still having this lead. But Spectre is all up on his gearbox right now. He takes a bit of curb there. A bit too much curve, almost the rear and slightly steps out. Gordon has one tire off on the grass. Spectre is starting to close up on him. I think he'll be able to get him on this DRS straight. And oh, he gets it even earlier onto the turn. He has a very tight line. He almost gets the lead there, but he does. He gets the lead. Jaden goes on the inside as well, and he gets P2.
What an exciting battle between these four cars for the lead.
Let's see, onto the DRS straight. This is going to be insane as Jaden takes a few too many curves. He drops down to P4 now. Spectre is leading the race once again, but Chaotic and Mads get past him, and he's dropped down to
Ooh!
P3.
What thunder out of nowhere taking the lead of the race. The Red Bull fans are cheering. But it's not over yet because the three drivers behind him has the DRS advantage. Here goes Chaotix. Ferrari driver takes the lead again. And here comes Spectre as
And
well.
it's Spectre as well getting past. It seems like every DRS straight, one driver will lose 2 positions and one driver will make up one. As Spectre coming onto the first turn, he goes a bit wide there, but almost gets Chaotic. He's now on Chaotic's gearbox, but Mad is on his, as Jaden is P4, just a spectator in this battle, just trailing behind here, watching this fight go on. He's going to be looking to capitalize on any mistakes that might happen due to the pressure of fighting for this position, as we've had 7 laps of racing action from P1 to P4, as Leonard has made his way up to P5 right now, but it's a huge gap. The Chaotic has an 11-second lead to Leonard, and Jaden is leading Leonard by 10 seconds.
Very, very aggressive between the top 4 drivers. Really exciting drivers. Whereas for Leonard, it's very...
Spectre is falling behind as well as Jaden overtakes Spectre for P3, as War Thunder and Chaotic are valiantly fighting for this position here. War Thunder takes the lead of the race once again, as Jaden is in P3. He's remaining in his P3, but Spectre is all up on his gearbox right now, coming onto this DRS straight. I think Spectre is definitely going to get him here, but Jaden does have DRS. War Thunder loses that lead to Chaotic. Chaotic retakes the lead on this DRS straight. Jaden takes a bit of bumps there. He loses his position to Spectre, as now he's back down into P4, but he has the DRS. What's going to happen on this straight? The first DRS zone here.
Oh! Whoa! What a great recovery from the Ferrari driver, almost crashing at turn 1.
And right now it's War Thunder. He keeps his lead. And coming into the first turn, he is leading the race. And that's Spectre. Wait, Spectre is in P2. He must have overtaken him. And it's a safety car. Who's out?
Sight. Who is Sight?
It's Perez. Perez in the middle on the racing line. He's out.
No, not Perez. No.
He was driving brilliantly, even contending for the lead at one point, and he's out now as many drivers come into the pit lane. This is a free position from them. Oh, that's unfortunate, as we have the full safety car being deployed.
Oh man, what an exciting turn of events. I'm so excited. How is this safety car going to shake up the strategy between these drivers? I think this is an opportunity.
Spectre has been...
Yep,
Spectre has been... Spectre has, throughout the season, he's been very good at his safety car restarts. So he could capitalize on this. But maybe Mads has not been too bad at safety car restarts either.
I want to bring in point to your attention to Leonard, because he is going to be benefiting the most. Leonard as well as Jamar catching up to the top 4 drivers.
Yeah, I mean, they were out of contention for the podium positions for quite a while, but now that the safety car is here, it's going to bunch up the field. And now Leonard, after a horrible qualifying session, might be able to get a podium. He's had very good podium rates throughout the season, and this might be another one of those situations where it's a Leonard podium.
Here comes the drivers coming in for the free pit stop. I have a question. Can people overtake
Jamal flips the bumps. Is he out?
Oh no! Where's
He's
Jamal?
out.
Oh, he crashed! He crashed into safety car!
No! That's Jamal! That's how he's out! No!
Oh man! Oh no, this is so sad! It's out of the race!
Completely fucked him.
For the only McLaren driver, McLaren must be banging the tables now.
Leonard is yet to pit, as he's now in P2. I'm pretty sure he didn't pit at least. Wait, no, he's in P1. Leonard is in P1. Yeah, he definitely didn't pit. There's no way he pit and is in P1. I mean, yeah, his tires are at 91%, his rear tires.
Am I saying this correctly? 91% after 9 laps?
Wait.
No way. This data can be real, man. This has to be from AWS. This can't be real, man. There's no way that tire can feel like 90% health. after 9 laps. We're halfway through the race. It should be half dead, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Leonard, this is his tire whispering arc. And remember, there is no tire rule for the sprint race. So is Leonard really going for a no stop here? I highly doubt that.
But if he can pull it off, that is going to be a big brain strategy from the Ferraris. I can't imagine myself saying that Ferrari and big brain in the same sentence, but it's happening.
Yeah, but I mean, if after 9 laps his tires are 91, that means in the like 10 more laps later, and it's gonna be at like at 70 and around 80%. That's when the tires get really horrible. So
That could be a good point as well. So, yeah, can
I
Leonard
don't
do
know. I
this?
expected everybody to take the free pit stop because now we're halfway through the race. It just makes sense to box in for new tires, but Leonard hasn't taken that stop.
Leonard is
But
going
this
to.
does benefit Jaden and any other driver who has had a lower fuel strategy because now they can switch to lean mix and save a bit of fuel.
Oh!
And safety car is in next lap.
Oh, you're right! This is going to be huge for Jaden. He has the advantage because, well, for those who don't know, less fuel equals to faster because of less weight. Well, I think
Yeah,
everybody who
and
watches this know already at this point,
yeah,
honestly.
I think everybody would know this.
But for those who
But
don't
yeah,
know, for those who are watching Ion Racing for the first time, yeah, now you know.
and Jaden is on hard tires right now, so he's definitely not going for any more stops.
So I got a question.
As the safety,
Yeah, sorry. Is
yeah,
the
go on.
question here is that is it compulsory to have two different tire compounds in the sprint race?
No, in the sprint race there is no tire rule. You do not need to change tire
Ah,
compounds.
okay. So do you think the hard compounds or the soft, sorry, the medium compounds are better here in the second stint of the
Honestly,
race?
I'm gonna go with the mediums. I think all drivers it would make more sense to pit for the mediums if they started on it. You know, medium to medium, that would not be very bad at all. Especially because there's always the safety car. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's gonna be higher amounts of tire degradation than I thought of.
Honestly, I think from my previous experience, you can make the medium tires work here, but I think it is going to die off very quickly at the very last lap. It's
That
just
is true. Jaden might benefit from, or any other hard drivers. Let's see who are on the hard compounds. Uh, okay. Spectre is also on the hard compounds, and throughout this race, throughout the season, actually, Spectre has been known for having very just big brain strategy. So maybe hards is the right strategy.
you know.
Spectre is on hards.
Mhm.
Leonard and Mads is also on hards. So I think everybody who's boxed is on hards.
I think safety
And
car.
now,
Yep, you
yeah,
go on.
Leonard is now controlling the pace as the safety car pulls ahead now. Let's see. I'm very excited to see how this goes. Leonard on the worst tires out of this whole top grid here because he didn't fit. So I don't think he might do very well. I think we're gonna see it's green flag now, but drivers can only overtake after the line. Very important to remember that.
9 laps of racing left. Anytime now, Leonard, you can pull the pedal to the metal. Is he going to do it here? No, he's not. Is he going to do it now? No. He's going to do it at the very last moment, and oh,
Yeah,
there he goes!
he goes. It's a very good restart. It's very good and brilliant restart. Actually, he managed that very brilliantly. Is now he has the lead by quite the margin. Mads keeps P2 and Spectre is on him completely, but Chaotic is on Spectre. Mads is pulling away as well because Chaotic is now attacking Spectre. Chaotic takes P3 from Spectre and oh,
Oh!
yes! Mads is out! Wait,
Is he
oh no,
out?
he's not out.
No!
Is
Wait!
he out?
Yes, he crashed!
He is. He is. It's off track, so no safety car. It's off the line. Leonard goes wide there, and it's a 1-2 for Ferrari right now.
Where's
It's a
Spectre?
double DNF for Red Bull, but it's a 1-2 for Ferrari. As Chaotic overtakes Leonard very easily. I think that might have been even team orders, considering Chaotic has much better tires.
Yes, there is no doubt about it.
But
Ferrari.
Leonard almost loses the car there. His rear end completely steps off. He has to box. He has to box soon. His tires are 87, 86% right now.
Oof. Looks like Leonard is
This
really
this
struggling
1-2 is
now.
not gonna last for. He goes onto the gravel. He is losing so much time. His rear end keeps stepping out at every damn corner as Jaden takes P2.
I knew it. I told you so. This tires is from AWS. This ain't reliable, man.
As now Spectre is going to be very easily taking that position from Leonard. Maybe not on the DRS straight, but definitely on the next turns. As he comes down the inside, can he just barely get it? He squeezes himself past into P3, but Leonard keeps it. Well, credits to Leonard, he still keeps this P3 position. He's
Oh!
defending, but he goes into the pit lane now.
I thought I saw him crash at the pit entry wall.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry.
I thought he. So did he get bumped into the pits or did he pit voluntarily? I'm not very sure.
If he pitted voluntarily, that's a stupid strategy, honestly, from Ferrari. What was I thinking? I really take back my words. Looks like they aren't big brain at all. I'm sorry.
And now we see Spectre overtake Jaden for P2 as Chaotic is having a masterclass of a race here. He did brilliantly in qualifying. Sadly, did not get well enough for pole position, but he is now leading the race by almost 4 whole seconds.
Chaotix is on fire today. I think he got
So
this
is
in the
Leon.
bag.
Leon is in his best race so far. Williams actually in general is in their best race for it's a P6 and P7.
Literally,
And
Alex
it's a
Albon.
brilliant race from AlphaTauri as well, P3 and P5. Good job, boys. I am the team principal for AlphaTauri, so
Oh yeah,
let's
you're
go.
right. I did not notice the Alpha Tauris at all. They are performing better than Red Bulls here.
Yeah. And it's Mikey loses the rear end. He goes off the track. Samek now is on his gearbox.
And he overtakes 4-4.
And Samek gets P4 there. That's very unfortunate. I just saw him just barely lose the rear end. But Mikey is taking a very inside
And
line.
here comes Leon out of nowhere.
Samek goes a bit wet, and here comes Leon. He gets P5 from Samek. Samek could have made a position, but he loses one as Leon gets past Mikey as well for P4.
Mikey has a terrible line at the final chicane there for a moment. Let's see the race as it progresses. Oh!
And Samek also almost crashes out there. Samek and Mikey having a bit of troubles here as Leon is in P4. What a brilliant race.
Oh, down into the first corner. This is going to be very tight between Leon defending against the Mercedes and the AlphaTauri as well. Oh, someone crashed.
And I didn't even notice this. Jaden is leading Spectre by a whole second. And there's no safety car. Who crashed? Who's out? Who's out?
Who is the average noob? Oh, the Audi driver.
Say SF. The Audi driver is out. And Leon, Mikey, and Alex all get a 5-second penalty for crossing before the line. Oh, never mind. Okay, they've... I'm not sure. The FIA is debating amongst themselves right now.
By the way, can we just talk about Jaden, about how he is able to fight together with Spectra? This is bringing a really good race, as well as Leon, Mikey, and Samek. Really good drivers bringing a very exciting race today.
Jaden's pace after he took this little break from season 3, he was in Ferrari in the beginning, switched to AlphaTauri, then just left,
Spectra
and now he's
overtaken.
back in AlphaTauri. Spectre overtakes him on the DRS straight. He has DRS, expected to be honest, but still.
Oh,
Wait,
Jaden.
Jaden got a penalty. No, Jaden got a penalty. He slows down there.
After such a good battle with Spectra, he's now under pressure from Mikey. No, no,
That's
Mikey.
unfortunate.
He is behind you, Jaden. I should have said no, no, Mikey when he crashed, honestly. But oh, I hope I didn't jinx him. Ah, I'm such an idiot.
Jaden, oh, he goes a bit wide. He has one, and now Mikey is completely on the gearbox of Jaden. But Jaden, I mean, Mikey is not keeping a very tight line either, to be honest. Oh, but Mikey gets through. Mikey gets through for P3. It's a Mercedes 2-3 right now. And Chaotic, meanwhile, has been increasing his gap even more to 7 seconds. What a brilliant race from the second Ferrari driver. He's been having these glimpses of talent throughout the season, but now that's where it's all accumulated as he's leading a race now by a total of 7 seconds. But let's join this battle for P3. Both of them take a bit of points, but Mikey has two tires onto the gravel trap and he loses the position to Jaden and he falls back quite a bit there.
Oof, terrible line from Jaden in the AlphaTauri. I think this is going to be benefiting the silver arrows behind him.
But Mikey has not been very consistent with his line either. He's been constantly going off. So let's see how this goes on the DRS straight. He's going to close the gap up very much. He's going to be able to make the move stick onto the turn here. No, it is not going to be able to. Be able to keep speed free. But onto this first, onto the line. Really being overtaking him as he got onto lap 15 now. Oh, Mikey takes bumps! Mikey takes too many bumps there. He had one hand on that P3 and now he takes too many bumps and he loses it.
That is going to give him a moment of breather for Jaden. So Jaden, he really need to bring back his focus here if he wants to continue defending for third. And what happened to Leon?
Yeah, he's now in P8. I think. Oh, he takes a bit of bumps there, but he was in P4. Now he's in P8.
Leonard has made up one position after making his.
Oh, Samek goes onto the gravel there. He loses a lot of time. Because now Leonard is starting to pressurize Samek.
AlphaTauri is slowly starting to losing their pace right now. Leonard is putting pressure.
Well, luckily for Jaden, Mike is having numerous moments. He keeps going off the track here.
I think it's safe to say that the battle between Jaden and Mikey is over because the gap between Jaden and Mikey is slowly increasing. Looks like Jaden is pulling away from Mikey.
That is true, but you'd never know with the bumps we've seen. It's unfortunate because both of these drivers could just DNF at any moment right now.
Meanwhile, it's an exciting battle for 6th place between Leonard and
Oh,
Samak.
and as I say that, he gets his rear tires onto the gravel. He almost loses it. He almost spins out as the safety car window will close this lap. Jaden takes another bump there. He's just barely keeping that car under control, but Mikey does not get DRS here. I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
I
Oh,
think we
he
should be
does. He does
focusing
have
for 5th
DRS.
place because here comes Leonard out of nowhere taking the place from Samak.
It's Alex, Samek, and Leonard all fighting for this P5 position right now. Samek got bumped apparently. That's unfortunate. And Samek is losing a lot of time now.
Indeed he has. In fact, he got overtaken by the AlphaTauri of... Sorry. The AlphaTauri got overtaken by Williams as well.
Yeah. And let's see how this is going right now for Jaden and Mikey. Still just a decent gap Jaden has to Mikey, but because Mikey has not been able to keep a very tight line so far, but neither has Jaden. So I think this is gonna go on to the end of the race.
I think it seems like both Jaden and Mikey are losing pace. You're right. It seems like even though that the gap remains similar between these two drivers, but overall in the bigger picture, looks like they're falling behind Chaotix.
Spectre is unable to close this gap down to Chaotic, and he's still in P2 right now, while Chaotic is leading by a whole 9.4 seconds.
Pretty alone there for the Mercedes driver. No action between the first and the second driver.
Also very lonely for Chaotic. Samek is having a very inconsistent line here as he gets bumped one more time. You can just see there's the Red Bull stranded outside the track there. Just watching this go down. There's not many battles happening right now. Oh, this gap between Jaden and Mikey has not changed. Alex spins. Hold on. Alex just spun, apparently.
Oh.
And now Samek is starting to attack him.
Oh! Can the Alpha
Jaden went a
make
bit
the
wide.
attack?
Mikey's trying to pressurize him now. He's on the gearbox of Jaden. Will he be able to get past? Let's see how this goes now for this P3 battle. This podium position battle has been completely back. Mikey went a bit off track there. And I'd say he benefited from that. I think he cut the corner a little bit. Might be able to run in there. Let's see. Well, but okay, even with the mistakes, this gap has just barely changed throughout this race now, as we have just around the 3 laps left.
Looks like Mikey has the DRS. Can he make the overtake?
He is closing that gap, closing that gap. You have 2 laps left to go. We're on the penultimate lap now. Jaden keeps that P2 position. He loses the rear end, almost spins out, but he keeps it steady. He keeps P3, but Mikey has DRS now. I think he's going to be very easy. He gets bumped. Jaden gets bumped and he loses P3. Mikey gets past now.
Can Jaden make up for P3 back again? Or will Mikey run away? Oh, Mikey had a moment here. The oversteer at the...
Yeah, Mikey did. This is going to be... I think this is going to go to the final as Leonard does not have a front wing.
No, not Leonard.
But I think Leonard has a good enough gap. I think he's going to keep his P5 position here.
I don't think so. This is a very big track. Oh, Samek had a moment there hitting the wall. But we can see.
Yeah, if Samek can keep a tight line, then maybe, yes, he can get Leonard, but it doesn't look good so far. And neither does it look good for Jaden. He's unable to close. But it's Mikey! Mikey's gone completely off track, and Jaden gets P3. Just as I talk about how it's not looking good for Jaden, Mikey goes off.
I am struggling to not say the no Mikey quote.
Mikey is having lots of moments here.
He has basically
and it's looking to be and it's now a 5-second gap between Jaden and Mikey.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Mikey must be so infuriated with this.
Chaotic starts the final lap of the race. Oh, that's unfortunate for Mikey there. Jaden just has to keep a tight line. I say that, but then, I see Mikey. He's just not getting any good luck. He can take another few bumps there.
Yeah. After the incident between himself in the
Samek,
the track.
Did Samek get past Leonard? Yeah, Samek did get past Leonard. So I was wrong about that. But Leonard might get got by Alex as well.
I think he's going to be last at this rate.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Leonard by losing his front wing. You were right. This is a very big track. Many different types of corners. And so that front wing is necessary as Leonard boxes on the final lap.
Yep, he's giving up. He says he's not going to be able to drive this shit box without a front wing.
Yeah, he says, fuck this. I'm going to box anyways. At least I'm going to get points here because the other drivers have DNF'd.
Are we allowed to curse here? I just realized we're not supposed to, but anyways, nobody watches it.
Oh, who cares? Yeah, it's not like I'm streaming anyways. The stream broke, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, let's just shit talk them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to offend anyone. But
apparently Spectre almost spawned there.
Ooh, yeah.
But definitely has a very large gap now. So there's no more. I don't think they're going to be.
As we can see, Chaotix now
approaches the line. It's been a masterclass job for the young Ferrari driver, and he takes the win here in the American Grand Prix in the Tri-State World Speedway. What a brilliant drive from Chaotic, leading
Godspeed.
by a whole 10 seconds. Spectre crosses the line. He gets P2. And Jaden as well, P3.
Props to all the drivers. I think everyone here single-handedly delivers the best today and has provided us really great entertainment. It's such an exciting moment to see the heated battles among the drivers side by side between each other. This is what I miss most about commentating.
You know, you got very lucky to commentate this race as Samek crosses the line. He's in P5. This was definitely one of the better uh, races so far. As apparently, wow, that's that's crazy. Kevin's fastest lap of the race was better than his qualifying lap.
But yeah, it looks like Jaden's strategy to go low on the field has really paid off. Look, just one little left.
Exactly. Let's see how much fuel does he have left. He has one liter, 1 liter.
Just barely
Why
the
can't I say that?
legal
One
minimum.
liter. Exactly.
What a masterclass. Amazing drive.
And that was it for BIFR round 10. Brilliant racing action going on. There are obviously going to be post-race penalties, but for now, we have the provisional results of Chaotic winning Spectre P2, Jaden P3, Mikey P4, Sonic P5, Alex P6, Leonard P7, and Leon P8, and the rest are DNFs. Thank you for joining us, and that was it.